If you'd like to have a look through the latest sketchbook that I've completed, stick around. In this episode, I'm going to do a flip through showing you the sketching that I've been up to and sharing with you some of the stories behind them. So I started the sketchbook when we were back in New Delhi, and some of my first sketches are from New Delhi Airport, and I'll include a link in the description to an episode I did on Waterbrushes. Sorry, Georgie and Ollie on the aeroplane leaving India. This is when we arrived in Vietnam, and our first point of call was a boat ride on the Mekong Delta in Ho Chi Minh City. And these were some of the sketches that I did on the boat itself. That one didn't work out so well. Some street scenes. I use a ink and wash if I need something quick. And this is whilst waiting for a guided walk to start. This was a view from the hotel. And during the sketch of this, I was neglecting my parenting duties, getting a work-life balance between pursuing a passion and being a father is a constant challenge. And it was the first time our kids had seen real city at night, like really experienced that. And I was trying to do a tonal study here to capture the street lights. But I think the sky and the buildings need to be much darker. Value is something I've had to revisit. I've felt like I've had a bit of a regression in my understanding of value. Lots of cafes here. Da Nang Beach. First time in months the kids have swum in the sea. Another urban scene from a cafe. This brings us to Hoi An, which is where we're currently staying, and where we will be staying for the next couple of months. And the place sort of really comes alive at night. More lanterns at a temple entrance. That's actually working from a collect photo. Another beach scene, and again a value study, trying to get the umbrella to really pop. You can see from the washes I've had to go over and adjust these two values to make the umbrella value bring it more into the right ballpark. A little still life of a lantern. This is again more like an abstract colour study of a street scene at night. I quite enjoy it. I'm attracted to, from my photography background, I'm attracted to really high contrast scenes and how light plays into a scene, but unlike photography, it's much harder to capture that in a painting. That's the river running through Hoi An. So beginning to get a feel for what the value needs to be in the background to make the foreground look in shade. Another night scene of Hoi An is a street vendor where we have been getting our breakfasts, which is beef noodle soup. The food here is absolutely incredible. Bicycles play a big part of our life here. We're getting around on bicycles, which I really enjoy. And these next sketches are value studies. And I played around with the composition, as you can see. This is an exercise that was recommended to me in Tom Hoffman's book that I've been reading recently. Still lives are always good to revert back to. This is a street scene sketch trying to get a reflection of the flag in the water. But you can see I've gone over a lot of areas with this with multiple layers because I was struggling with to get the values right. And it started to muddy out. These are better tonal studies. You can see it's the same scene. It's kids playing badminton. The composition here really doesn't work, so I sketched it again, took those out. This house features a number of times, it's just opposite us where we're living. It's an interesting subject to study for the tones. It's essentially a box. So to draw my feet, not pretty at the best of times. This was a sketch done in a cafe, a local cafe. Very busy, it doesn't really work as a sketch, so I zoomed in a little bit and just did the pot plant. I had a couple of coffees that day. There's that building again, look. That leaf I was really unhappy with, but these work a lot better. I was quite happy with these. That's one of Ollie's toys in the morning light. And a leaf. Compositionally, I don't think this works at all. I haven't figured out why yet. These guys charge tourists to go and sit on the water buffalo, but they left me alone and got some joy in watching me sketch, I think, but it felt kind of pressured. I felt like if I didn't do a good sketch, I'd have to sit on a water buffalo. Yeah, the tonal study and then a color study. That's saying water buffalo. That's working from a photo that time. A tonal study of a street scene here. Sketches of Ollie just playing. Tonal study of a street scene. And another Ollie at his swimming lesson. And this is a fun project, so I put out a short on this recently. Is the traffic lights here, you get a countdown timer on the traffic lights, which is nice because you don't get impatient at the traffic lights because you know exactly how long you have to wait. It's a great opportunity to do like 30-second figure studies of people sat on mopeds, and I really enjoyed doing these. I think even these ones work quite nicely, just the line drawings. And then this was out street sketching, so I think I'm going to invest in a book in how to draw figures well. There's a barbecue, a tonal study of a barbecue that we've bought recently. And finally, more of a colour study of one of the plants in our gardens. And that's it for now.